Already, and I haven't given an update on A Court of Thorns and Roses since my predictions, and my predictions have been lovely people. Welcome back to my channel. This video is going to be a reading vlog for A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. I'm doing a dedicated reading vlog for this book because I don't think I'm gonna like it, and it's very popular on BookTube, BookTok, Bookstagram. My friends really like it, but I don't like fantasy. However, for Becca's Bookathon, I did roll the Becca Rec Square, and almost everything she recommends is fantasy, so I thought, you know what? I want to understand the hype. I'm gonna read it. I know this author is problematic in some senses, so I don't know though, because I've never read her books. So anyway, I'm about to go get my brows waxed, but since I wanted to start reading the book today, Monday, September 20th, I thought I would give a quick little synopsis of what I think is gonna happen and what I think my rating will be, and then I have to run out and go rip all this hair off my head, and I'm not gonna want to film with no brows. So that is the rundown. So I'm pretty sure this book is about a girl, Feyre. I googled how to pronounce her name in the last video about this book, and she accidentally kills this person that's like really important to like how the fairies are or something in the world, and then she has to like go to like get punished for it. And then there's like a hot bodyguard, or like a hot like something, some man is attractive to her. That's what I think I read from Goodreads. So I predict I'm not gonna enjoy this book because I don't like romance very much. I don't like fantasy. I don't like worlds that aren't like some semblance of Earth. Like, I love dystopians, but if they're realistic to like Earth. I don't really get the whole like fairies and like magical beings. Like, that's not my thing, with the exception of Harry Potter. And I like the Hobbit movies, but I don't like the books. So I'm predicting about 2.5 to 3 stars, or probably 2 to 2.5 stars. I think she's probably gonna fall in love with this like whatever person, and there's a bunch of other books and they're really long, so I feel like not everything's gonna be resolved in this book, and I feel like I'm gonna get sucked into this series that I don't want to read, and the next book is like over 600 pages, and I don't like reading long books either, and I don't like series. So I'm not predicting that this is gonna be an overly positive review of the book, but I thought it'd be fun to vlog and like talk about my thoughts while I'm reading the book. And I left myself 10 days, so I think I can probably get through it. It's only like 400 and some pages, I think. The book is downstairs. But anyway, I just wanted to preface that with my thoughts, and now I'm gonna go get my brows waxed, and I'm gonna read some tonight, and I'll tell you guys tomorrow morning my thoughts.
4 to 6 days later.
So I just filmed my October TBR, which is why I have lipstick on, and I am all done up. Anyway, I realized it's Sunday already, and I haven't given an update on A Court of Thorns and Roses since my predictions, and my predictions have been wrong. Moment of silence for me. But actually, I'm really enjoying this book, and I wish I wasn't, but I am. I am just halfway done. Chapter 23 is my next challenge, but actually I have been not wanting to put this down at all. I don't like Feyre that much, but that's not really a surprise. I really like main characters, but I really like Lucian, I really like Tamlin, and I'm like, why is my body betraying me by making me attracted to Tamlin? Like, clearly that is the point, but I do not want to be basic, but here I am. But like, clearly closed off, aggressive, only like nice to the main character men do it for me. Great. Welcome to why I'm single. But I've really been enjoying this. I think it's really, I like the world. I'm really intrigued by it. It's very similar to Game of Thrones for me. I like how they have different courts that are different seasons. I like the kind of history with the humans versus the fairies. I like the different types of creatures, the different types of fairies and their powers and things like that that we get to meet. Yeah, honestly, I'm really liking it. I've seen a couple spoilers though, so now I'm like, wait, how does this function? Like, how does this come back, you know, to this book? But I guess we'll just have to see. So yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I'm concerned because I am enjoying it, and this one's only like just over 400 pages, but the second one is so much longer, and it's not on my October TBR, and so I'm either gonna have to like abandon my October TBR completely or wait until November to read the sequel, and I don't know which one it's gonna be. Yeah, I also wish they'd started casting for this show that they're making, because I want to know like how I'm supposed to picture these characters. But I'm gonna see if I can do a little fan cast in this video as I get towards the end of the book with who I think they should cast, so I'll include that if I can figure out who I would cast for it. But anyway, yeah, the update is I like it a lot. Who saw that coming? Apparently my mother did, because I do go through a lot of phases where I'm like, I don't like this, and then like 3 months later I'm like, this is my favorite thing and I'm going to hyperfixate on it for the next 6 months. So welcome to the new thing in my life. Anyway, I am gonna go get on with my day, but I'll check in with you guys in another day or so when I make more progress. Hello. I thought it'd be fun to do a little bit of like reacting to fan casts. I still haven't decided what my fan cast would be yet, but I thought it could be fun to look at some and just see. So I'm gonna pull them up on the side of the screen, so I'm just gonna screen record on my phone. ACOTAR fan cast, and I'm just going to screen record. 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's pull these up. So we got images. Let's look at this first one. Okay, I don't know who some of these people are yet, so I can't really comment on some of them. That is not what I would have put for Feyre for sure. I picture her having much darker hair. Tamlin, like, yeah, he's cute, but I don't think so. I definitely picture the Cassian one much more Tamlin. Lucian, I definitely picture him having like a lot longer hair. Yeah, I don't know some of these other people yet, so hopefully we don't get any spoilers. Okay, here's another one. Yes, I definitely could see Sebastian Stan as, I don't know how you pronounce this guy's name, Rysand? I don't know. Definitely could see that, but I like it with the longer hair, him with longer hair too. Tamlin, yeah, I don't know. He's not like as good looking as I'd like. That's closer to the Feyre that I've imagined. Lucian, yeah, that's definitely closer to him than I've imagined. Again, I haven't seen like most of these lower ones yet, so I don't know. Okay, here's one. Again, like, I don't know why I just picture Feyre as having like darker hair. So I don't know about Alicia Vikander as her. I do like Lucas Bravo, definitely. Don't like the Tamlin one. Don't like the Lucian one. Yeah. Okay, what else do we have here? Okay. Definitely Josephine Langford. So like this one I like more than the other two, and I'm not sure about the other ones. Okay, this one is definitely more what I imagined. Definitely good for Rice. Feyre is not right still in my head. Like, Tamlin needs longer hair. But the Lucian one is more accurate, but I definitely believe that he is 10 times more attractive than our man's here. What else? Let's look at this one. Again, like, maybe I'm just picturing her wrong in my head, but I don't like the Feyre for this one. The Tamlin is much better. Rhysand is much better. Even the Lucian one I like more, definitely. I feel like Emma Watson as Feyre, like, does work in my head only because it is a Beauty and the Beast retelling, and she played Belle in, like, the newer movie, so I could see that. But I want her hair darker. I don't know why. I don't like Ian Somerhalder as Rhysand. That's just not right for me. Yeah, and again, like, I don't think Chris Hemsworth. I mean, maybe Chris Hemsworth, but definitely not KJ Apa. Like, no, that is not what I see in my head. Okay, let's do one more. I see this one more. I see Matthew Daddario as Rhysand more, but I feel like he's already got his, like, dystopian, or his, like, fantasy series. And I don't know, that Feyre still doesn't do it for me. And the Tamlin, definitely not. Like, Lucas Till, he does not have enough, like, he does not exude enough power for me. So, yeah. Okay, well, this gives me some things to think about for my fan cast, but I don't know. I'm right now the only one that I kind of have decided is, like, I think I want Tom Hiddleston as Rhysand. I think. But, like, dark hair Tom Hiddleston. Anyway, that's my update. Goodbye.
Several days later.
Hello. It is a few days later, Wednesday, and I have about 100 pages left of the book, so I think I'm gonna be able to get it done tonight. That is my plan. My plan is to finish it tonight. I'm gonna get a little bit done before dinner and then see what happens. Also, my camera's dying, so I need to plug it in. But I quickly wanted to say, I flagged it in the book, but one of my biggest book pet peeves and, like, character pet peeves is when a character, especially a female character, because it's like 95% of the time a female character, feels guilty for not knowing something and thus not making the right decision. And it's like, it's not your fault, girl. Like, you didn't know. So it just pisses me off. Like, there's this part here, I flagged it. Spoiler alert if you have not read the book for this one sentence, so skip ahead like 20 seconds. If I had stayed, if I'd admitted what I felt, none of this would have happened. And it's like, yeah, understandably, like, none of it would have happened. But nobody could tell you that, and you didn't know. And you thought you were never gonna see him again. So I'm just like, it's not your fault, and don't blame yourself. It's his own freaking problem. Men can face the consequences of their own actions. That's all. I can report that I have returned to my natural state of falling in love with the villain. So, I mean, Rhysand, if that is your name, if you're free this Thursday, I'm also free. If you're free, hit me up. He has wings infinitely cooler than a beast. Wings.
Eventually.
Right, it is a few days later. I have finished the book, and I think based on the fact that I just acquired this, it's pretty obvious my thoughts on the series as a whole, and my surprise at my thoughts on the series as a whole. Not the series, just the book. Yeah, so I finished ACOTAR on Wednesday or Tuesday. I just decided to plow through like the last 100 pages, and I'm really glad I did. I really did enjoy the ending. You would have seen that I have some new favorite characters. I definitely think that my love for Tamlin kind of went down as the book went along, and my love for Lucian and Rysand went up, but that's fine. So yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do about reading A Court of Mist and Fury, but I did buy it and the other ones so that I can, just because like my TBR doesn't include it for this month. So I either need to wait till November or I just need to read it anyway, or like at the same time as my TBR. I don't know. Maybe I'll DNF a book on my TBR and read this instead. We will see, but I wanted to jump back on here and say, I was just talking with Danica, my friend, about how nice it is to like disappear into a fantasy book, and I will say that like I think my dislike for fantasy often comes when the world building gets too out of hand and I can't follow like what's happening. I only ever felt that during the part in the book before she goes to Under the Mountain. I've just decided this is not going to be a spoiler-free reading vlog. So before she goes to Under the Mountain, I was kind of like, oh my god, there's so many courts, there's so much backstory, and it's driving me crazy. But when she got to the courts, I started to kind of like, or the Under the Mountain, I started to kind of piece it together. I'm actually shocked by how many things that she managed to fit into this book. Like, I couldn't believe when we had 100 pages left and they were like, and now it'll be the 3 trials. And I'm like, oh my god, there's 100 pages left. So, yeah, I thought it was good. I'm excited to read more. I'm excited to see, because I know some things from like watching videos where people have talked about kind of like how the series ends and things like that. So I'm ready to like see how that comes together. But yeah, I'm really excited that my box set is here. A lot of people are like, oh, it's so sad that you started it now because you don't have like the original covers, because these ones are the... Also, this is incredibly difficult to get out. These ones are like this style of cover instead of the original art, but I really like this cover, so I'm content. I mean, of course, I think I've mentioned this a couple of times, that what's a little scary to me is the difference in size of A Court of Thorns and Roses and A Court of Mist and Fury. Like, it's a lot of pages. I'm not good at reading long books, but I'm pleased to have this, pleased to have read it. So thank you, Becca's Bookathon TBR, for forcing me out of my comfort zone and gifting me this series. Not the series, but like gifting me the ability of reading the series. So yeah, me and my new friend here will now insert the fan cast, because I haven't done it yet and I'm gonna give an outro. So here's the fan cast. All right, let's talk about the fan cast. Also, the lighting is very weird because the sun is like right here. So I'm doing my best. Okay, let us pull up what I've saved on Pinterest. I just put on Plumping Lip Gloss and it's definitely pepperminty. Okay, ooh, low power mode. Alright, ACOTAR Fancast. Okay, so let's just start at the beginning. So I should move over to one side. I'm moving over to this side and we'll put the photos here. So my first choice, we might as well start with Feyre. So I know that people find the representation with these books like really bad, so I decided to cast Tessa Thompson as Feyre. I feel like she really would fit like the stubborn nature of the character, and I think that she would just really embody that character well. And also every fan cast has her with light hair, and I definitely do not see that. So dark hair, Tessa Thompson, like I would already watch the movie based on that. Okay. While we're here, I'll just say for the sisters, for Nesta, I cast Logan Browning from Dear White People, because she's a badass and I can definitely see her as that character. And then I cast Amanda Stenberg for Elaine because she definitely is like younger, and like these pictures you can see she's like really beautiful, and she could definitely play a little bit more of like a dainty younger sister. Okay, next up, I didn't want to do this, but I really couldn't come up with anybody else. So for Tamlin, we have Liam Hemsworth, but like light golden hair, like not his dark hair from when he played Gale in the Hunger Games, like light golden long hair. Honorable mention because Danica was helping me with this, and she very much wanted William Moseley, who played Peter in the Chronicles of Narnia. I haven't seen those movies or read the book, so he personally doesn't fit my feeling of Tamlin, but I told her I would include it for you guys. Okay, next we have Rhysand. Well, no, we'll do Lucian next. So for Lucian, I chose Sam Claflin. He was also in the Hunger Games. You'll see half this cast is Hunger Games, half this cast is Marvel. Like, anyway, he has the right colored hair that I pictured. I would want it grown out a little bit, but I feel like he has the ability to be like that funny, cheeky, like sarcastic guy that Lucian is at the beginning, but also the more like aggressive and like stands up for himself and for everyone kind of guy that Lucian is at the end of the book. Also, there's a fun picture of him and Liam Hemsworth together, so right there. Okay, anyway, next for Rhysand, I actually have two because I couldn't decide. Danica said she didn't really like either of them, but that's okay. Immediately right off the bat, I pictured dark-haired Tom Hiddleston, like long dark hair, kind of like the Loki phase, Loki vibes for Rhysand, but Danica agreed, or Danica put forward that he's not bulky enough, so I also chose Sebastian Stan. I've seen him in a lot of fan casts of this, and he's hot, he's dark. Like, what more do you really need? So I definitely agree with her that he probably fits the bill more, but Tom Hiddleston would be great too. But again, as you can see, I've cast like half the people as Marvel. And then finally for Amarantha, I chose Megan Fox because she's hot. She just gives off this like dark princess or like ruler vibes, and I think she would play a villain really well, and I feel like she's at kind of the right age with like the rest of the people. So yeah, there we go. That is the fan cast. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you think about the book, the fan cast, like everything in the comments down below. And don't forget to give me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, follow me on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Spotify, Goodreads, all those things. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!